Hello everyone, my name is Jazz and welcome to my mini classroom online version. Today, wala muna tayong episode ng words and phrases we often use incorrectly. So, iba muna. Actually, wala naman talaga akong balak gumawa ng content ngayong araw. Pero kinukulit lang ako ng aking ina. Sabi niya, ituloy-tuloy ko lang. Kaya, go! Ngayon na lang ulit ako nakapag-post kung mapapansin ninyo dahil medyo na-busy nitong mga nakaraan. So, I'm trying to explore some other things. Kaya, natuon sa ibang bagay yung aking atensyon at nawalan ako ng oras sa paggawa ng content. Pero, syempre, ayoko naman sayangin yung support ang binibigay ninyo sa akin, especially ng family ko, friends and relatives. Kaya, I'll do my best para makagawa pa rin ako ng content from time to time. So, today, ang pag-uusapan natin ay tenses. So, there are three basic tenses. Yun yung past, present, and future. So, each can further be split into 4 categories. Yun yung simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Pero syempre, ngayong araw, magpo-focus lang muna tayo sa present tense dahil alam naman natin na it is usually the first one taught to new English learners kasi medyo mas complex yung ibang tenses compared to this one. Kaya, simulan natin sa present simple. Itong tense na to, ginagamit siya to describe facts and express habitual or repeated behaviors. So what do I mean by repeated behaviors? Ito yung ginagawa natin ng paulit-ulit. So, let me give you an example. I go to work from Monday to Friday. They meet quarterly. So, paano naman kung gagamit tayo ng third person singular pronouns gaya ng he, she, and it? So, simple lang, gagamit tayo or mag-add tayo ng s or es doon sa verb na ginagamit natin. For example, she goes to school every day. He eats healthful food. So, nag-add lang tayo ng s or es doon sa verb na ginagamit natin. So, tandaan ninyo, kapag simple tense, we are going to use subject plus the base form of the verb. Ngayon, kapag gamit natin ay third person singular pronoun, mag-add lang tayo ng s or es. Another example is, the sun rises in the east. Sun is the subject and our verb is rises. So, nag-add lang tayo ng letter S sa dulo ng rise. So, present simple ba siya? Yes, it is. Dahil it is describing a fact. So, next we have present continuous. So, yung tense na ito, ginagamit natin siya to describe activities that are happening now. Ngayon mismo. For example, I am speaking. I is the subject plus our verb to be, am, and our verb plus ing or ing. So, binubuo natin or it is formed using subject plus verb to be, yun yung is or am, plus yung main verb natin with ing. I am speaking. They are singing. It is peeing. The cat is peeing. So, yun yung present continuous. So, madali lang siyang tandaan. Ngayon, dadako na tayo sa present perfect. Ginagamit naman natin to describe our experiences that happened in the past and still continue to hold an influence or achievement in the present. For example, she has broken her arm. So, nabali yung kamay niya, hanggang ngayon, bali pa rin. Meron pa rin siyang effect until now. She has broken her arm. Pwede rin siyang gamitin sa mga life experiences like, she has been to Hong Kong. So, nakarating na siya sa Hong Kong in the past, and dahil nakarating na siya doon, meron na siyang life experience ngayon. Nakagain na siya ng experience. So, she has been to Hong Kong. Pwede rin siyang gamitin sa mga actions na kakatapos lang. For example, I have already eaten. So, So, kakakain ko lang and until now, meron pa rin siyang effect dahil busog pa rin ako. She has just arrived. Kung napansin ninyo, laging may has, may have, kasi present perfect is formed using subject plus has or have plus the past participle of our main verb. Parang yung sinabi ko kanina, I have eaten already. So, I is the subject plus have, since I'm using I. Tandaan ninyo, have ang gagamitin natin when we are using I, you, and they. And then, eaten is the past participle of eat. Okay? Now, when we are using third-person singular pronoun like she, he, and eat, we are going to use has. Like, she has been to Hong Kong. She has broken her arm. So, that's how it is formed. And finally, nandito na tayo sa present perfect continuous. So, for me less complicated to compared to present perfect. Dahil ang present perfect, sinabi ko nga kanina, it is the activities that happened in the past. Kumbaga tapos na yung action, pero relevant pa rin siya until now, or meron pa rin siyang influence or effect until now, sa present times natin. Unlike yung present perfect continuous, ito naman yung mga actions na sinimulan in the past, pero hanggang ngayon ay ginagawa pa rin. So let me give you an example para mas madali siyang maintindihan. I have been playing the piano for years. So, nagpe-play na ako ng piano, sinimulan ko in the past, pero hanggang ngayon ginagawa ko pa rin siya. Another example. I have been reading this book for 2 hours. So, sinimulan ko siyang basahin 2 hours ago. Until now, binabasa ko pa rin siya. Make sense? Kung yung present perfect, has at have lang yung ginagamit natin plus yung past participle ng main verb natin, dito sa present perfect continuous, ang gagamitin natin ay has or have been. So, meron na siyang been. Has or have been plus present. Okay? Present participle ng ating main verb. So, paano siya binubuo? Yung subject plus has or have been, and of course, yung present participle form ng ating main verb. Yun yung mga may ing. Like yung sinabi ko kanina, I have been playing the piano for years. I is the subject, have been, and the present participle form of our main verb, which is playing. Okay? Same with I have been reading this book for 2 hours. I plus have been and reading, the present participle of our main verb. It is our main verb, yung reading. Okay? Let's have a quick recap ng mga napag-usapan natin ngayong araw. So we have 4, yung present simple, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Yung present simple, syempre yung pinakasimple sa lahat, yan yung mga repeated behaviors, yung paulit-ulit na ginagawa. For example, I eat every day. Pangalawa, present continuous, yan yung mga kasalukuyang ginagawa. For example, I am eating. Pangatlo, present perfect, yan yung mga past actions na hanggang ngayon ay relevant pa rin or may effect pa rin hanggang sa kasalukuyan. For example, I have eaten already. Okay, last one, we have present perfect continuous. Yan yung mga sinimulan in the past, pero hanggang ngayon ay ginagawa pa rin. For example, I have been eating this meal since earlier. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Huwag kayong papalito at sana ay may natutunan na naman kayo mula sa akin ngayong araw. So, again, this is Jess. Paalam!